It's another beautiful morning here in Sedona, Arizona. I'm David Kane. Thanks for joining me. So today I want to talk about our most precious commodity in this life, and that is our time. How much of your time are you wasting on unproductive things that don't matter? Now, I'm not talking about your recreational activities, snowboarding, hiking, biking, fishing, whatever may be the case for you. I'm talking about all the time that we spend focusing on others, wondering why others have more than us, even having resentments against these people because they are farther ahead in the race. Well, let me tell you, one of the reasons those people are farther ahead is because they don't care where you are in the race. They're not looking back at you or anyone else. They're focused on where they're trying to get to. If you're always in conflict with your inner GPS that's trying to lead you in the right direction, you're always in a state where you're overthinking everything and you're not making the most of your time. So you want to try to be like everybody else and fit in with the herd. What do? You chase after all the material things that everybody else has. And that gives you that sense of instant gratification. It gives you almost a high until the newness wears off of whatever it is that you just bought. And then you're left feeling empty again. If you're under 45, you tend to live life like you have this endless amount of time here. But in reality, the older you get, once you turn 45, time seems to go a whole lot faster. Your perception of time moves much quicker. Think about when you were 10, how long it took for your birthday to roll around, or Christmas, or summer vacation. Now, if you're around 45, it's a blink. Another year's gone by, you're buying Christmas presents again. After 45, birthdays aren't quite as exciting because you're not thinking, well, this is all about me and people are going to buy me presents. The paradigm shift in the mind turns to, I'm getting closer to the end of my journey. What am I doing with my time? When we were kids, it was an eternity. Nowadays, it's on top of you before you know it. Now, every year brings more questions about your mortality, life and death, and it's just a reminder that your time in this physical world is ticking away. So what are you spending your time on? Most of the world is wasting most of their time on absolute nonsense. It doesn't benefit them, it doesn't benefit others, and they don't grow from it. All this unproductive stuff keeps people from really being happy or experiencing any kind of spiritual growth in life. This whole journey is about learning. But so many people think that they learned everything they needed to learn in school, and now they're just out living life. But you didn't learn anything in school. What you learned in school was the equivalent of looking at a book, saying you read it, but you really only looked at the cover. You didn't learn anything in school that you can use in life. Successful people, they don't pay attention to others. They don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. They don't sit around watching TV. They make the most of their time because they know how precious it is. If you want to be more like those people, then follow suit. Watch what they do and imitate those people. I don't mean copy them, but use what they're doing as an example on how you can better your life. Stop being busy doing unproductive crap. You know what's good for you and what isn't, and you know how much time you're wasting on things that don't benefit you. Time is precious. Get a grasp on that. Get a grasp on how precious your time really is. Let me put it into perspective for you. Many of you that have been alive for, you're 30 or 40 years old, think that you've been here for 30 or 40, 50,000 days. You haven't. You've been here for a snap. Maybe you think that number's low. Maybe you think you've been here closer to 100,000 days. You are so wrong. If you're 40 years old right now, on the day that you turned 40, you had been on the planet 14,600 days. Yes, you heard me right. The clock is ticking. So how much more time are you going to spend on mindless stuff, procrastination, and just blowing off what matters in life? The clock is ticking, so get your ass moving. Because you don't get a refund on your time. Sit back, take some time to look at your life and figure out what is productive for you and how much time you're wasting on all these things that do not serve you. Your time is everything. You can't get it back. You better make the most of it. I'm David Kane in Sedona, Arizona. Wherever you are, be blessed.